ARMY, no one expected it to happen like this. Just 2 hours ago, Taehyung and Jungkook appeared on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, and the entire studio went wild. ARMYs were screaming, saying they had never seen a show as big and meaningful as this in their lives. Taehyung appeared alongside the other BTS members, but all the attention was drawn to the two of them, who kept joking around and sharing sweet moments throughout the interview. Taekook were incredibly adorable. Even Jimmy Fallon seemed surprised by their unique relationship. One of the questions he asked was how long their relationship had been going on. Taehyung answered jokingly, a bit shyly, 10 years, sir. The entire studio burst into applause. ARMYs were crying. Wow, they truly introduced their love to the world. Watch the continuation of this video and don't miss it. Before we start, make sure you're ready to fall in love with these moments. Welcome to V Effect. The atmosphere at The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon studio tonight felt electric as two global stars, Jungkook and Taehyung, casually walked toward the main stage. Without the presence of the other members, the spotlight was entirely focused on the unique dynamic between the two, who appeared perfectly in sync yet carried distinctly different auras. Jimmy welcomed them with overflowing enthusiasm, while the audience's cheers seemed to shake the room from the very first moment they appeared on screen. The interview began with light conversation about their latest updates. Jungkook, in his iconic black sweater, laughed frequently, occasionally adjusting his relaxed sitting position. On the other hand, Taehyung exuded a calm, artistic charisma, answering Jimmy's questions in his deep baritone voice, occasionally slipping in dry humor that sent the entire studio into laughter. Jimmy briefly brought up what it felt like to stand on such a big stage as just the two of them, and they exchanged meaningful glances and warm smiles, showing how strong their brotherhood remains, even in a smaller formation. The conversation naturally flowed into their respective music projects that are currently trending worldwide. Jungkook enthusiastically shared behind-the-scenes stories of his energetic performances, while Taehyung talked about the visual inspirations behind his recent aesthetic concepts. There were no awkward moments, only exchanged compliments and inside jokes that made the audience feel as though they were peeking into a private living room conversation. One of the most memorable moments came when Jimmy challenged them to a short game testing how well they knew each other. Jungkook's competitive side immediately surfaced, while Taehyung remained relaxed, even breaking into spontaneous dance moves that sparked cheers from the crowd. 30 minutes felt like they passed in an instant, ending with warm handshakes and friendly hugs between the two stars and Jimmy, leaving a lasting impression of their growing maturity and charm, both individually and as a duo. After the warm interview session, the conversation shifted to their adventures traveling across the United States. Spending time together amid a packed tour schedule brought a new dynamic to Jungkook and Taehyung. They shared stories of how the skies of Los Angeles and the bustling energy of New York became the backdrop for spontaneous memories. From quiet, secret visits to art galleries to late-night practice sessions in hidden dance studios, Taehyung enthusiastically described his admiration for the architecture of the cities they visited. To him, every corner held endless visual inspiration, and he was often seen carrying his analog camera to capture small moments others might overlook. Meanwhile, Jungkook spoke more about the burst of energy he felt while trying local cuisine between concert preparations. He admitted that the freedom he experienced in America allowed him to explore a bolder artistic side, which he then poured into every stage performance. This tour felt very different for them. Without the other members by their side, the responsibility of commanding massive stadium stages rested entirely on their shoulders. They shared how nervousness transformed into extraordinary strength when they saw a sea of lights from the audience. There was a natural chemistry that required no words. Just a glance was enough to signal when to deliver perfect vocal harmonies, or when to improvise choreography that ignited the atmosphere even more. During travels from one state to another, they often spent time on the tour bus simply listening to music or discussing ideas for future projects. Their experience in America was not just a work journey, but a process of growth as global artists. They concluded by promising that the energy they absorbed during this tour would become the fuel for even greater and more meaningful works for fans around the world. As the Q&A session became more relaxed, the studio atmosphere grew warmer thanks to their playful interactions. Taehyung, calm yet mischievous, was seen adjusting his seating position several times before casually resting his elbow on Jungkook's thigh. Rather than being bothered, Jungkook responded with a wide smile, as if it were a comfort they often shared off-camera. Not one to let it slide, Jungkook playfully tried to shake his leg to make Taehyung's elbow slip, all while continuing to listen to Jimmy's questions. This triggered suppressed laughter between them. Their playful teasing unfolded naturally even during serious discussions about music, creating a charming contrast between their professionalism as global stars and their childlike friendship. Jimmy Fallon himself paused briefly, laughing as he watched the closeness between his guests. Taehyung, with a calm yet victorious expression, maintained his position while Jungkook kept reacting in humorous ways. These simple gestures gave the audience a sense that despite standing on a grand international stage, their comfort with each other remained their grounding force. The moment ended with a burst of laughter as Taehyung finally gave Jungkook a light pat on the shoulder as a peace gesture after teasing him throughout the segment. This casual physical interaction highlighted the depth of their emotional bond, one that required few words to be understood. The studio closed the segment with loud applause, entertained by their genuine and joyful dynamic during their US promotions. Another unique habit appeared while they were studying scripts or segment sequences. Taehyung is a highly visual learner. He often sketches small drawings on the edges of his script to remember key points. Jungkook, on the other hand, is more repetitive, murmuring English phrases repeatedly until his pronunciation feels perfect. Whenever one of them started to feel bored, Jungkook would initiate a strange dance move, quickly followed by Taehyung, sparking laughter among the stylists and staff nearby. One of the most interesting behind-the-scenes moments was how they took care of each other's appearance. Taehyung would instinctively fix strands of Jungkook's hair, or adjust his collar before they stepped onto the stage. Likewise, Jungkook always made sure Taehyung had water nearby, knowing his older companion often forgot to hydrate when deeply focused. These small, sincere gestures became the emotional fuel that made their public performances feel consistently harmonious. During breaks between filming, they preferred to sit leaning against each other while sharing a pair of earphones, listening to demo tracks they were working on. There was no hierarchy of superstardom, just two young men exchanging honest feedback and unconditional support. These simple habits formed the foundation of the powerful charisma they radiated, proving that their global success is rooted in a grounded and deeply understanding friendship. Amid the lively studio atmosphere, the most anticipated moment arrived when they looked directly into the camera to speak to their fans. With sincerity in his gaze, Taehyung began in his deep voice, blending soft English with poetic Korean. "I'm so happy to see you all here," he said gently, before continuing in Korean to express heartfelt gratitude to fans for always staying by their side and making everything possible. Jungkook followed with his bright yet emotional energy, repeatedly bowing as a sign of deep respect to both the live audience and viewers at home. "Thank you for your endless support, guys. I love you more than words can say," he said, his pronunciation growing more fluent. He added in Korean that every achievement they reached in America was a gift to the fans who had supported them from afar, instantly turning the studio atmosphere emotional. A sweet moment that later went viral happened unintentionally during a commercial break. Noticing Jungkook looked slightly tired after laughing so much, Taehyung gently reached out and wiped the corner of Jungkook's eye with his thumb. This brief yet protective gesture immediately triggered hysterical screams from the audience. The clip spread across social media within seconds, becoming clear proof of the natural care they showed each other. Toward the end of the interview, they gave a small surprise by forming finger hearts directed at the camera. Taehyung whispered something into Jungkook's ear, making Jungkook smile shyly while covering his face. A classic sweet moment that never fails to send the internet into a frenzy. Their narrative on Jimmy Fallon's show closed with a promise to continue working hard while staying humble, proving that despite their status as global superstars, their gratitude toward fans remains their top priority. Leave your positive comments here. The best comment will be pinned as a way to honor their love. Thank you to everyone who continues to support this channel. May God reward all of your kindness. This video reflects my personal opinion and interpretation. It is made for entertainment purposes only and does not represent confirmed facts.